Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi Rook. If you are brand new to my channel, consider subscribing. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to ring the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I do upload a video. Today, what I'm going to do is a product roundup, a bit of a speed review. I want to go over all the products that I have been testing out for the last about 3 months. I want to talk to you about all the things I've loved, the things I've changed my mind about, really go into detail because I've had a lot of time to experiment with these products and let you know my thoughts. A lot of these I've talked about already in favorites videos, but I figured it's not going to hurt to tell you about them again because if they've been in a favorites video and I still want to talk about them, they are incredible products. I have actually tested out quite a lot of new makeup in the last few months, so there's quite a bit in front of me. I didn't do absolutely every single product that I've been testing out. I only do the products that I actually have really good in-depth thoughts on. Products that I didn't have a chance to use very much, I'm not going to talk about them at all. So I am not going to go in any particular order. I'm going to just grab from the table in front of me and just talk about it. So the first thing I have, this is the Doll Beauty Pretty Fly Blush. This is one of my favorite blush formulas that I have in my collection. This is in Tan Lines. I really love the formula because it is a matte blush and it's super pigmented. It really stays on all day long. There is a swatch of the color. I haven't got a ton of wear from that blush, but I definitely will be wearing it a lot more during the summer when I have a bit more of a tan, but I really love that formula. I pretty much suggest anything I've tried from Doll. You'll see that later on in the video, but I really have been enjoying that blush a lot. Next is this SheGlam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. Has a loose powder, a pressed powder right there. I did get this in translucent. I do think this is nice. It's not my absolute favorite powder. It definitely does not stand out in my collection, but it definitely sets everything down nicely. It makes it look very smooth. I don't find that it brightens. I really like to have powders that brighten up. So I would use that just to lightly set and then use my Jaclyn Cosmetics brightening powder on top of it, but it is a nice powder, just not my absolute most favorite. A product I have not used in a video, I got this about a week ago. I did purchase this as soon as it released. So this is from Moira. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is the Pro Long Primer Cream Shadow. I got this in 02 Beige. I bought this the day it came out because I have been trying to find a replacement for my Revolution Pro Eye Elements in Core. I cannot find that anywhere. It's always sold out. And then my MAC Paint Pot, I really like those a lot to prime my eyelids because I do have very oily eyelids, so I have a lot of creasing in my eyeshadow. So when I heard about this product coming out, that it is supposed to be a cream shadow or a primer, I definitely wanted to try it out. I got it in 02 Beige. I've been using it every single day for an entire week, and it is an exact dupe for the MAC Paint Pot. It has the same amount of pigment. The problem with the beige color is a little bit darker. I do wish it was a little bit lighter, and they only have a white one after this. There is no light beige, which I really wish they would come out with a light beige because it's a little dark for my skin tone. It works great. My eyeshadow does not crease. It makes everything look really nice on top of it. I haven't found any real caveats to the product at all. I really enjoyed it, and I believe it was $14, so super inexpensive, and I've been really enjoying it. Next thing I grabbed is the Doll Beauty Gimme Sun Bronzer in Light. I love this bronzer so much. This is one of my brand new favorites. I've really been enjoying it. I like that it is not overly pigmented, but it's also not sheer. It's a really nice medium pigment, very blendable bronzer. I love the undertone for the winter time. It's a very neutral. It does not get too warm, but it's also not great undertone. This is a fantastic bronzer. I really like Doll Beauty powder products. I think they're so nice. I will absolutely be getting a darker one for the summertime because that will definitely be too light during the summer, but I love that bronzer. It's one of my favorites, and I really like that it's such a big compact. I have been testing out some mascaras, and I definitely have some thoughts. I really enjoyed the look of the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. This was such a extreme, dramatic, very voluminous mascara. I really loved how it coated the lashes, really vamped up the volume. I'm not normally huge into volume. I definitely prefer length, but I really enjoyed the look of the mascara, but it flaked so terribly. It was so bad when it flaked. I was so disappointed. The very first day I noticed just flaking all over. I used it a second time, flaked again. A third time, I flaked like crazy. I just had it all over my face. So sad because I really liked the look of the mascara, but one of my biggest pet peeves is any type of flakes on my face. I hate it. Smudging kind of sucks, but normally I can hide that with some mascara. Flaking, I will not deal with it. I absolutely hate when my mascara is flaked, and that one flaked so bad. I would have flakes down by my lip. Really hate how bad that flaked, and I will not be using it again. Next is the Merit mascara. I did an entire video with products that were sent to me by Merit. I do also have an affiliate link if you'd like to check that out. If there's any products that you do want to buy from them, I do get a commission off of that link. If you would like to use it, please do so. If you don't, that is not a big deal. Go ahead and just Google Merit. The Merit mascara was not my favorite that I received. I really like how it coated my lashes. It was a very kind of light mascara. This is a really good mascara to go under false lashes because normally you don't want to pile on that mascara. This was a really nice light mascara, but I did find some flaking. The flaking was definitely not as bad with this mascara as it was with the Stila mascara, but this one did have some flaking, sadly, so I probably wouldn't suggest this because like I said, I just hate flaking mascaras, and that one did flake a lot, but it did have a really pretty, very light kind of fluttery application to the lashes. Of all three of the new mascaras that I tried, the Doll Beauty one was absolutely my most favorite. I've been using this a lot. This is the Showstopper Voluminous Mascara. Very much disagree with the name of it. It is not volumizing at all. It was very lengthening. I really love this. It is such a tiny, tiny little brush. It gets absolutely every single lash possible. I really love it for the inner corner and for the bottom lash line. I find this is a really nice mascara. It does coat the lashes very well. It's kind of a more wet formula, but I do really like it. I do find a tiny bit of flaking, maybe one or two little tiny flakes, but it does not bug me at all. I really do love this formula. This mascara is a nice one. I love this for my lower lash line. Highly suggest this one because the brush is so teeny tiny and it's a very dark black mascara. I have been using pretty much consistently the SheGlam glue. This is the All Eyes on You eyelash glue and liner. I don't think it's a liner, it's really just a glue, but it does come in this really nice, super handy applicator that makes it so easy to grab to wipe the glue onto the lash or onto your liner. I really liked this glue a lot. I found that it dried really fast. I don't think it is as strong as the Duo Lash Glue. I think that one is a lot stronger, but this one does dry faster than the Duo Glue, which is what I don't like about the Duo Glue is it's so wet and it takes such a long time to dry down. This one dries down in like 15 seconds. That one takes 30 seconds maybe. I don't find it works as strong as the Duo Glue, but it does work really pretty well, and I don't find that it pulls any of your normal lashes out when you're taking your eyelashes off. A concealer I've definitely been talking about quite a lot. This is the Undone Conceal to Reveal palette. It has Glow Giving Coconut Extract. It is a 3-in-1 coverage. Please, please, please try this out. If you have dry skin but you want a full coverage concealer, this is it. This is such an incredible concealer. This is definitely top 5 favorite concealers that I've had in a really long time. You have 3 layers of different amount of coverage. So you have max, medium, and more of a sheer coverage. I use mostly the max coverage. I will use some sheer around the face. But what I've found with this concealer is you definitely have to warm it up with your fingers because it is such an emollient formula, very thick and creamy. But if you warm it up with your fingers, you apply it, let it sit for a few seconds, and then blend it out with your fingers. Oh, the coverage, the wear, the finish on the skin, it is absolutely stunning. It is a very hydrating kind of satin finish. It is beautiful. It is full coverage. This gives me the most stunning, flawless under eyes. I really like that concealer a lot. I will definitely repurchase that if I run out, and if I need a darker color during the summer, I will definitely be getting it. It is a really, really incredible formula if you have darker skin and you want that more full coverage concealer for under your eyes or for your face. That'd be great for blemish concealing. I've been using quite a lot of the E.L.F. Camo Powder Foundation. I have this in Fair 150. I feel like the colors definitely run a little bit dark. This one is even a little dark for me, and it's one of the most fairest. I really like this. I didn't find that it was super heavy or powdery. Did not make my skin look cakey. I did use it just on its own with a really hydrating primer underneath. This was really nice. I love that it gave that really airbrush look to the skin. I like to use this to clean up my contour or my blush if they've gone down too low. Really like this a lot. I don't find that it enhances texture or anything. It'll just look really smooth on the skin. I would highly suggest that one. A highlighter that I have been using quite a lot. This is the SheGlam Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter in Vanilla Sky. I really like this. This is a dry, kind of baked feeling highlighter. You can apply it with your fingers or with a brush. I find that you get a little bit more payoff with your fingers. I would say it's not my absolute most favorite color or undertone. It is a really nice light champagne color, but it does have a bit of a yellow, like a straight yellow kind of undertone, not golden. So I would like to get this in a different color. I know there's a more light gold one I want to try out. I love the formula a lot. I really like how it looks on your skin. It looks very smooth. It does not look heavy or cakey or enhance texture onto your cheeks, but I really do like that. I just want to get a different color. That's not the most flattering and natural undertone. It's a little bit, like I said, on that greeny, yellowy kind of undertone, but I do like the formula a lot. Highlighter I'm not a huge fan of. This is the Dull Beauty Dull Lights Like a Diamond highlighter. This is a very metallic, really kind of powdery, a little bit more heavy formula. I do love the color. This is a really nice, perfect for the winter champagne color. Beautiful. On the skin, it does look a little heavy. It looks a little metallic, and it does really enhance texture. You can definitely see texture on your face. Even if it's not there, it seems to almost create texture on your face. But what I have been loving this for is an inner corner on your eyeshadow. This is the most perfect, super brightening, really intense inner corner. If you love a gorgeous, super bright beaming inner corner, this is perfect. I will keep this in my collection just to do that because it's such a perfect color that matches every single eyeshadow look I could ever do. If I could only have one color for an inner corner, this would be it. If you don't really do an inner corner highlight, that's one of my favorite things to do to really finish off a makeup look. I would suggest maybe skipping this just because it does really enhance texture. It is a gorgeous, really super dramatic highlighter, but I don't personally like it on my skin. I have two SheGlam. These are the Sun and Sculpt Liquid Contour. I have Golden Sun, and then I have Soft Tan. So Soft Tan is a really extremely cool tone contour color. There it is right there. Then I have Golden Sun, which is a really nice warm bronze color. I really do enjoy this formula a lot. It is a very light liquid formula. I love the applicator because you can just tap it onto your cheek. I got the Golden Sun on my cheeks today. It is all the bronze that you see. I really love this formula a lot. I just tap it onto my skin. It blends out like a dream. Soft Tan is a little bit more difficult to use. You definitely want to rub that onto your hand, warm it up with your fingers, apply it with a more dense brush. I really do love the formula of both of them. They look really nice and seamless on the skin, very lightweight. They don't look powdery or heavy or cakey. Sometimes some creams can look a little heavy on the skin, but these you can't see them on the skin at all. They just blend in so nicely. I really love those a lot. I have been using those pretty much consistently. And to go with that, I have been loving the SheGlam Color Bloom Liquid Blush in Love Cake. It is the blush I have on today. This is one of my most favorite colors in a blush. It's a very light blue tone pink. It has such a beautiful poppy amount of color. I love it so much. Like I said, it is what's on my cheeks. That beautiful, stunning pink color. Really love the formula. It does have a nice amount of luminosity. You don't want to apply the blushes directly onto your cheeks because they do have a little bit of glitter. If you don't mind glitter, you can definitely apply them onto your cheeks, but what I like to do is just put it on the back of my hand, use a little dual fiber brush, kind of blend it in, and then apply it onto my cheeks that way. Beautiful finish, beautiful color. I really love the payoff, and I love that it does give your cheeks that kind of luminous, glowy, that juicy cheek look that I personally absolutely love. Another blush that I picked up, this is from Profusion. This is the Blush Hour Soft Matte Liquid Blush in Rosé. This is the exact same applicator as the SheGlam one. These were just recently released, so this formula is a little bit more sheer. It doesn't have quite as much pigment. This does go on pretty glowy, and then as you blend it out and it dries down, it does dry down to a very nice light powdery matte, but it looks really beautiful on the skin. I love the color a lot. This one does not have any glitter. I think they are both absolutely stunning. I like that I have both of them. They're both different formulas and different colors, but I do really enjoy both of the formulas. If I'm wanting more of a matte, I'll go for the Profusion. If I want more of a really glowy, I will go for the SheGlam, but they're both really beautiful formulas, and I love, love, love the applicators. Next is the Merit Highlighter Balm in Siva. I love this highlighter more than probably 98% of all the highlighters in my collection. This is a very balm-like, very hydrating highlighter. When you put this on, it feels like you applied a lotion to your cheeks. It will probably take up, if you are wearing a matte foundation, it'll probably pick up the foundation. This is the most perfect highlighter for a very lightweight, glowy kind of 5-minute makeup. So stunning. I love that so much. It has the most wet look on your face. If you like that glass-like skin, highly suggest that one. The formula is absolutely stunning. The product from Merit, this is their Cheek Color and Cheeky. This is another one of their products that I just absolutely love. This is like a transparent, very light wash of color on your cheeks. It comes in a little balm. You can just blend it out so seamlessly. It really looks absolutely stunning on your cheeks. It's a very, very thin formula. Looking up close, you can't see any product on your cheeks. You just see the color. It's an absolutely stunning blush. I really have been loving that a lot. I think out of all the products from Merit that I tried, I would highly suggest the blushes and the highlighter balms the most. They are just absolutely stunning formulas, and I have been loving them a lot. Another concealer that I have been testing out, this is a SheGlam Versatile Flawless Concealer. I really, really like this. I would not say that it is max coverage. It's more of a medium coverage, but it is so creamy and so lightweight, but has really nice coverage. This is in Finland. It is the perfect color for me. I love using this to clean up my eyebrows or even on my under eyes. I will let it sit down and kind of get a little more full coverage. I really love the finish. It is a very healthy, kind of more satin-like finish. Really nice concealer. Highly suggest that one. The other one is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Radiant Concealer. This does not have the max coverage. Has a light to medium coverage. I have this in light for warm. I do really like this one as well. It is kind of a lot like this SheGlam one. I would personally choose the SheGlam over the Morphe because the SheGlam definitely has more coverage. This is a light, could possibly be pushed to medium, but you would get a little bit more cakey. This one creases a little bit more. That SheGlam one has medium coverage and has a really beautiful luminous satin finish. I would suggest the SheGlam, but I do also really like the Morphe one for a more everyday kind of light coverage makeup look. The next product is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in Correcting Peach. I have been loving this for under eye correction. I do have a little bit of darkness under my eyes. I've kind of noticed a little bit more here recently. What I've been doing is applying my primer, then applying this, and then my foundation on top of it, blending out all the edges with my foundation, and then taking a very small amount of concealer on top. That's been correcting my under eyes. I wouldn't say it brightens my under eyes, but what it does is just gives it a really blank canvas. So the concealer is the color going under my eyes, and it's not getting darker from my dark circles underneath, if that makes sense. I have been really enjoying this. I like the formula a lot. It's not super heavy or cakey. It just adds a very thin but very pigmented layer of color correction that works really great for my skin tone and for the amount of darkness I have under my eyes. I really like that color corrector. I have a few foundations, so let's go ahead and start with the SheGlam. This is the Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. I have this in Shell. First off, this foundation has the best color match on my skin tone right now of all my foundations. It looks so great on my skin. I love this foundation. It is a full coverage foundation. It has a beautiful luminous finish. It looks so smooth on the skin. It looks absolutely flawless. The only downfall of this foundation is it doesn't last the longest. I would say 6 to 7 hours max, but if you are needing something, you're getting dressed midday and you're needing something for the evening, oh, this foundation is so stunning. It comes in such an expensive feeling and looking bottle. It is $9. It's such a steal for what you get. I really love this foundation a lot. This has given me such beautiful skin days. Really like this foundation a lot. I don't hear anyone else talking about it, but it is a really good foundation that works really great for my dry skin if I am wanting full coverage. I don't need it to last all day long, but I want that really smooth look on the face. The next is the Profusion. I've been using this a lot recently after I did my second impressions video. This is the Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. It has hyaluronic acid, it has medium to full coverage, and it says it has a natural satin finish. This is a really nice foundation. I've actually been really enjoying this. Before, I never really could make it work for me, but what I'm finding is if I apply it with a very hydrating, luminous primer, put this on top, because this does dry down a little bit more matte on me. It is self-setting, which is very rare for my collection. I don't really have any other foundations that are self-setting. So what I mean by self-setting is by the time I'm done with the rest of my makeup, I do not have to powder this foundation at all, and it feels dry to the touch. Most of my other foundations are either a little bit tacky and I have to powder them down, or I just embrace the tackiness because I have dry skin. I will say liquids and creams don't blend over this one super well because it does dry down by itself. But if you are wanting to do an all matte look, oh, this is a really beautiful foundation, because this also does not wear very well. It starts kind of breaking up and looking a little bit more dry the longer you wear it. So by 5, 6, 7 hours, it is starting to look a little bit dry. But if you take a setting spray and you kind of refreshen your makeup, it does look really nice. This is a really nice foundation. I've definitely been enjoying it a lot more than I used to. I will say if you do have a dry skin, you need to use a very hydrating primer, or maybe skip that one. It can look a little heavier later through the day. This is another one that wears only for a certain amount of time. Might be a good evening foundation if you have drier skin, and then just make sure to really prime with some hydrating primers. Next is the Undone. This is the Unfoundation Glow Tint. I did not like this the first time. I think it's an alright product. The best way to apply it is definitely with your fingers. When I applied it with a sponge and a brush, I got no coverage whatsoever, and it did kind of look heavy. If you use your fingers to apply it, definitely meshes a lot better. This is not my favorite skin tint. I would definitely suggest the Pureliest or the Misha BB Cream before this one, but it's an alright one. I will keep it in my collection because it will probably work nicely during the summer, but it's just not my favorite. A primer I have been testing out. This is the Enza Tone Up Primer. I have been using this consistently for about a week. I do like this. It is not my absolute most favorite primer. I feel like it does smooth out my skin a little bit. It gives me a little bit of glow, and it kind of just holds on to my makeup, gives a little bit of a tacky base. So it kind of does a little bit of everything, but it doesn't do any of that really well, if that makes sense. I get a little bit of smoothing, but it doesn't really smooth out my skin all that much. I have a tiny bit of glow, but it does kind of go away after just a little while, and I don't find that it holds onto my makeup all day long. It's a good primer. I wouldn't suggest running out and buying it, but I do like it. Probably end up using it up, but it's not my absolute most favorite primer. A few eyebrow products. This is the Merit. This is their volumizing pomade in blonde. I do like this a lot. I have been using it quite a lot. It is a very light hold, more volumizing mascara for your eyebrows. So what it does is it adds a little bit of pigment, it adds some fibers, it gives more texture to the brow. I do really like this, but I don't think it's worth the money. I love the E.L.F. Brow Wow. I think they're practically the exact same product. So if you were looking for a product like that, I would highly suggest the E.L.F. one. If you were wanting to spend a little bit more and get one that's a more high end, you can get the Merit one. The Merit one is really nice. I don't know if it's absolutely worth the price when I find that the E.L.F. Brow Wow does the exact same. I just really do like that formula, but the E.L.F. one does just as good. A product I have used every single day since I've purchased it. I really love this. I will continue to purchase it. This is like my new favorite eyebrow product. This is the SheGlam. It's just their 2-in-1 eyebrow. So on one side there is a pencil, on the other side there is a pen. This isn't taupe. The pen has such incredible pigment. It really goes on very nicely. The pencil is so creamy. I love this one a lot. There are the colors. This color works great for me. It can teeter a little bit dark, so what I use is a lighter Brow Wow, which adds a lighter kind of pigment into my brow. I use the taupe one in the E.L.F. Brow Wow. It lightens it up, but I really love this product a lot. It's been in my eyebrows every single day. I have the pencil and the pen in my brows today. I really like the pen part. It gives you those really nice hair-like strokes for your brows. Super pigmented. I don't have to go over the lines 1,000 times. So I really like the eyebrow product a lot. It's probably one of the favorite products that I got from SheGlam, just because I don't normally get excited about brow products, but that one's a really exciting one. Next is the Merit. This is the Perfection Complexion Stick. I have this in the color Linen. This is a foundation slash concealer stick. You can use it for however you would like. It comes in a little tube. It's a really nice packaging, nice little lid. There's not a ton of product in here. It's just about that big. So there is the color Linen. Let's see if I'll blend that out just a little bit. There's the color Linen. This is not my favorite product. It definitely looks really heavy on the skin. It looks pretty cakey around my nose. I didn't absolutely love this. I didn't find that I got a ton of coverage. What also sucks about this is it's such an expensive product and it's broken. The third time I used it, the entire component of product fell out onto my floor, so I had to pick it up. That's how I know that there's only this much product. So I don't like that it did that. I do not just go throwing my makeup around. It stays in a very nice container where it stands up. So there's no reason it should be broken. It is broken. I haven't used it since just because it looks pretty heavy and it doesn't blend out super well. I wouldn't suggest that one. Maybe if you have oilier skin, it might look nicer and kind of settle more into your skin, but I personally was not a huge fan of that one. Next, I have quite a few lip products I did want to go over. I have 4 lip liners. So the first one that I got is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat and Iconic Nude. This is the lip liner that I have on today. So there is that color. I do like the color. It's a nice neutral brown. I personally don't know if the Charlotte Tilbury formula is worth the splurge. I definitely have lip liners that are so much cheaper that I like a lot more. So I wouldn't suggest go running out for those. If you like the Charlotte Tilbury, I'm glad, but I personally don't think they're worth the $20 that they are. The next one is the Doll Beauty Diva Forever. This liner is so nice. I really like that one. So there is the Diva Forever. It's definitely a darker, more golden undertone. I really like this one. This one is a wooden tip. It is a bit more dry. It gives me a lot of vibes from the MAC lip liners. They go on kind of drier, but they stay forever. I really like this lip liner. It's not the color that I personally would have chosen had I seen all of them and been able to swatch them, but I do like that. I'm definitely going to get another one because I do like the formula a lot. But I think from all of the lip liners, my absolute favorite is the SheGlam. This is their Velvet Matte Liner and Natural. The color for this one is perfect. I really love these more neutral kind of mauve-y colors. So there is that one. Such a fantastic formula. This is retractable. You just roll it up, apply it. It lasts forever, but it is very creamy, feels really nice on the lips, and it goes on super well. The next one is the SheGlam Glam 101. This is a liner and lipstick duo. I am not a huge fan of this color. I do like the liner. I feel like it's pretty nice. I think the Velvet Matte ones are a little bit creamier. So there is the liner part of it, but what I do like is that it comes with a lipstick on the other side. The lipstick is super creamy. Really like the lipstick, and I love that the lipstick is a lot lighter than the liner. It gives you the perfect difference for kind of an ombre look. I really love the lipsticks a lot. I'll definitely be picking up other colors of this one. I love the formula of both sides. I like that the lipstick is so much lighter than the lip liner. I just wish it was more neutral or more kind of pink. This is definitely a lot more warm than I go for, but I've been wearing it a lot and I do like it. So I would highly suggest the 2 SheGlam products. I like the Doll Beauty, and I don't think Charlotte Tilbury is really worth the price. A lip mask I've been loving. This is the LA Girl Lip Mask Leave On Overnight Treatment. Really love this one a lot. It does come with a tiny little paddle applicator and not a doe foot. It reminds me a lot of the Laneige sleeping mask. It's just a little bit thinner. I like that it's not in a pot because I can just wipe it on my lips. I've been applying this every morning before I do my makeup. I really do like that a lot, and it's super inexpensive. The lip combination I have on today is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, and then I've gone on there with the Wet n Wild Cloud Paint. And this is in Cloud Chaser. I've been loving this formula for so long. It is just a new color that I picked up. It's a really light, super pale pink, really pretty formula, very velvety soft, looks nice on the lips. I really love that formula a lot. I have now 2 or 3 of the colors, and I really do like them a lot. Next from Merit is their lip oils. I have Taupe and then I have Beach. Taupe is a really nice neutral brown color. I love this lip formula. Super hydrating. It makes your lips feel good, look good. They have a little bit of color, but it feels hydrating. It doesn't feel like a heavy formula on your lips, so I really do like that lip oil a lot. Next, I have the SheGlam Take a Hint Lip Tint in Cheeky. This is such a pretty color. Really nice glowy formula that you apply, and then after the kind of glossiness fades away, it does have a little bit of a stain. Really like this formula a lot. The smell is not fantastic. It smells a little bit chemically, but I do really like the formula and the color. Just not a huge fan of the scent. A lipstick that was all over TikTok. This is the Milani, just their matte lipsticks. This is in Tease. Really love the color of this lipstick. It's a nice neutral nude. I do wish it was a little bit lighter, but the formula is one of the most comfortable matte lipsticks I own. I really love how it looks. It looks very velvety and pillowy. It almost fills in all the lips where it doesn't look dry and kind of suctioned. It just looks really beautiful. Looks like velvet on the lips. Highly suggest that formula of lipstick. Next lipstick is from Vive. That is Jamie Genevieve's brand. This is in the color V. So I like the color of this one a lot. I would say the formula doesn't seem to be just like extraordinary. It is quite expensive. I think I'm kind of just over buying high-end lipsticks. I just don't find the formula to be so outrageously different. Like, I like the color of the Vive, but I love the formula of the Milani one so much better. And this one's like $24 and this one's like $7 or $8. So it's hard for me to pay twice as much money for a lipstick. And any high-end lipstick that I've bought, I just don't love as much as I've loved drugstore lipsticks. And I don't know if it's because of the price difference. Like, I expect this to just be so perfect and love the formula, and then I take it home and it's not all that much different than my other lipsticks. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit different about high-end lipsticks. I think I will probably just more stick with my drugstore or the high-end if I can get them on a sale, but I don't find that the formulas are incredible. And same with this Vive lipstick, just not extraordinary. It's a nice lipstick, just nothing, just so much different than all my other lipsticks. So there is my product roundup. I did not add any of my eyeshadow palettes because I'm going to do an entire eyeshadow palette ranking video coming up shortly. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye guys!